Hello, welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a mid-November reading for the sign of Sagittarius. And if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Glad you found me. Hope you come back. And if you are returning, you're awesome. Thank you very much for coming back. Glad you enjoy it. So we're going to kind of open up with a open inquiry here. That was the Jack of Hearts. We'll see if the Jack of Hearts comes out again. What does Sagittarius need to hear for mid-November 2022? What kind of message needs to come out for Sagittarius? What guidance can you give Sagittarius for mid-November 2022? Okay. Gently coming forward. Message for Sagittarius. Yeah, okay. Cards of advice before we get started. Any cards of advice you can give us, please? Cards of advice. That one jumped, but it went right back into the deck, so I can't find it. Cards of advice. There's actually a lot of advice coming out. Multiple cards are coming out there. Okay. Let's go ahead and dig into it. Oh! Tower. Ace of Spades. So you're rebuilding from something here. Again, I was just talking about this in another reading. This is a new start. This Tower card, Ace of Spades, rebuilding from a foundation that still exists. But something came down, something had to go away or crumble to the ground to be rebuilt. We will see what's going on here. With the Eight of Diamonds, this is actually a very positive sign in your career or work life, especially if you're an entrepreneur. This is the card of putting a lot of hard work and energy and time into something and it really paying off, financially especially. It is the card of entrepreneurship. So if you've been working on some kind of project or some kind of business venture, it's looking really good there. And the Jack of Hearts did come out. What did I say? Yeah. So this could represent a water sign. A Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, somebody younger than you, or if this is you, which remains to be seen. I tend to look at the Jack of Hearts as being kind of naive and open to the world, so you have your heart open, right? But there's a sense of vulnerability around this. I think when we do open ourselves up, that's sometimes why we're afraid to, because we know we're vulnerable. Which, if this is you, this is actually a very good sign. So that means you're not closed off. Six of Clubs. So you're looking at some significant personal growth in some area of your life. Options and opportunities opening up because of this personal growth or leading to it. The personal growth really could be in any area. Career, relationship, finances, emotional, mental. Let's see what kind of information we can dig out for Sagittarius. King of Diamonds immediately came out. You could have an earth sign in your midst here. This is what the diamonds represent as far as signs. Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Let me just get a little feel here though before I keep pulling cards. I mean, that was really quick how that came out. I mean, I tend to look at the King of Diamonds as someone who has a very good head on their shoulders about finances and material matters. So those earth elements are very connected with the material things of the world, right? If it doesn't represent another person, it could be you taking control of your finances, especially with this Eight of Diamonds. I see a very strong leaning towards that's what's going on. Like your pentacles are looking very strong. Let's see what else we can pull out here for Sagittarius for mid-November 2022. Taking control of your finances, or wow, we got two. So the Seven of Diamonds and the Ten of Clubs. So the Seven of Diamonds does talk about finances, but it's actually a warning about not taking making risky financial decisions, or gambling, that kind of thing. So take that how it fits your situation. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that would fit in with. Well, I guess if you're feeling more abundant, you might have a tendency to want to be riskier with what you have. Could apply to some of you. Anyway, it came out with the Ten of Clubs. That's what I'm scratching my head over a little bit. The Ten of Clubs does talk about some kind of major cycle or chapter wrapping up in your life. It also talks about travel, physical or mental, honestly. Mental in the sense that you could be moving from one mental space to another. It actually would make sense that if you're coming from a place of not having a lot of finances or resources available, you're shifting mentally into a space of having, the haves and the have-nots. You're coming out of the have-nots into the haves. Now that you have this abundance, there's a warning to be careful with it. That would actually make a lot of sense there. It's also possible with with your financial abundance, you're able to travel more often. The travel, by the way, with the Ten of Clubs is always associated with good reasons. So you're not traveling because you're being forced to, or you're having to go, on some kind of emergency travel kind of situation. Let's see what else we can pull out for Sagittarius. What else is going on with Sagittarius? Four Hearts. Things are very stable and secure at home. You're actually feeling very supported and connected. So you have good, probably a good, strong relationship around. Actually, now that I look at the spread here, nothing came out about relationships. It's all about Pentacles, personal growth, and it's something about feeling vulnerable, but that's not necessarily about relationships. I mean, it could be just kind of in general, just having your heart more open towards the world and not being so, stuck on defending yourself or being suspicious of people in general. I mean, I think we all, especially in this day and age, have a reluctance to let people in and not get close to people in general. Romantic or otherwise, it doesn't matter. What's still curious to me is about this tower. I'm not really seeing what that's about. That's not being shown to me. So whatever major event occurred, and I think it was probably in the past, it's not right now, that's what that's addressing. That's all I can really say about it. So you're in the process of rebuilding from whatever that was. Maybe it was a financially devastating event. Maybe that's why the finances is being... it's kind of in the forefront here. Anyway, I am going to draw one more card to see if I can get some more clarification about what Sagittarius is going through. Mid-November. Queen of Diamonds. You could be dealing with a Taurus. This is my card that represents Taurus. Or some other earth sign, Capricorn or Virgo. Again, very strong with finances, the material aspects of life, like with that King of Diamonds that you also have there. Could be somebody you have around you that's supporting you and giving you advice financially. Huh. But the King of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds, I mean, it's almost like a pair. It's like, I don't know, maybe, you know what, I just got this crazy idea. Maybe this really is your spouse. Now, I'm not reading genders. You could be the female and this could be your husband, for example. But you have somebody who's backing you up, who's also got very good head on their shoulders about finances. I feel like it could be a person. And you guys, as a pair, especially if you're in a relationship, I think you're feeling very on top of the world here. Again, that warning against taking financial risks and gambling. It's a new wealth. That's what I'm getting. There's like a new sense of prosperity. And you have a partner in some form or fashion that's kind of helping you, or not necessarily helping you, but they're just on the same journey with you. That's an interesting story. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and look at cards of advice. Yeah, you got lots of opportunities, options here financially, and this is about being able to take very good, solid financial responsibility. So things that you've been meaning to take care of, repairs, upgrades, paying off debt. That is kind of the focus of your advice here so far. And we have the Six of Spades with the Two of Clubs. Now the Six of Spades, this is all destined. This is part of your roadmap, if you want to look at it that way. Again, with the Six of Spades, you're looking at options and opportunities presenting themselves. But it's all part of some kind of goal you had, maybe even unconsciously. When I talk about life scripts, that kind of thing, doesn't necessarily mean you were conscious of it. But you're headed in the right way. Now with the Two of Clubs, there's a little bit of concern around that. Because there's some kind of balance or harmony that's, how do I say it, at stake, because there's not good communication. There's some kind of blockage in communication. Things aren't clear, or it's very unstable. So communication, I don't know, maybe with the Six of Spades, this communication is going to affect your destiny, or impeding your destiny. Let's see what other cards we have here. So that's a little bit more revealing than down here. I didn't see anything about relationship. Not real strong except for Four of Hearts there. King of Clubs and Two of Hearts. So Two of Hearts is, that's very interesting. If you're not in a stable relationship, that I will say that Two of Hearts is a desire for closeness with somebody. It's about finding the perfect partner and being in balance and harmony. Where the King of Clubs could be a fire sign. If you are not in a relationship and you have your eye on somebody and you know they're a Leo, well, it's also the Sag card. It's also the Sagittarius card, or an Aries. It could be that you're desiring closeness with somebody. Or this could be a family member. Very interesting, though. Ace of Diamonds, yes, you're on a brand new start with this financial abundance theme you have going on here. And this is actually the desire to figure out how to make more, how to make it grow. I'm not sure what you started up here, Sagittarius, but whatever it is, it's really exciting. The financial aspects of this are pretty solid and fantastic. Let's see what else cards of advice we can pull out for you. That's too many. I had like 6 turnover in my hand. I can't do that. Too confusing. Okay, some hard work may be paying off here. This is about, honestly, in any other context, I'd say you're in a really bad working circumstance here, or having some trouble with somebody at work. It's there's physical stress and hardship here with this. It's like the card of being asked to work too many hours and just being run down. It's very possible that for your entrepreneurs out there who are watching this video, you put a lot of hard work into this. And it was damn stressful at certain times and certain points. But it looks like it's paid off. Let's see what else we can pull out before we wrap this up. Two of Diamonds, very nice. So balance and harmony, especially around your finances. This actually talks about finances being balanced, not just personally, but like in a relationship, as a couple. And I keep saying? This Queen of Diamonds with this King of Diamonds. Ugh. I feel like Saggies who are in a relationship, this is like the form that the relationship is taking. I mean, this is a very powerful, I don't want to say they're materialistic and they're all focused on their money, but you got some real clout with this couple. They know exactly, they have very good control, and they know exactly what they want, and they're going for it, and it's working. It's that kind of vibe. And this Two of Diamonds is kind of, supreme balance and harmony in finances and investments, like paying off majorly. But be careful, like I said, and this may have already like popped up, there's this like tendency to maybe want to take financial risks, and you're being advised against that. So whatever that means for you, don't make it fit if it doesn't fit the situation. But seeing a pretty strong message with that. Other than that, I don't know, maybe in some other, here's another thought. Maybe in some other realm with this King and Queen energy here, even though things are going well for you two financially, there's a desire for closeness. Because again, this King could definitely be you, Sagittarius. I keep focusing in on that. That's the only person that or what could be a person popped out up here. And this desire for closeness and companionship might indicate to me that maybe you need to work on that. Because the focus, again, seems to be all about finances. And that could not be such a great thing to ignore the relationship aspects. You know what I mean? Like you gotta keep it alive. You gotta keep feeding the relationship, or eventually it's gonna sizzle out. It happens. I mean, sometimes you can't help it from happening. It just happens because people change. But that's kind of the message I'm seeing with that, and some kind of communication. Some kind of communication here. I'm not real clear on how that's wrapped up with your destiny, but maybe that's just like been a track record of yours that you're not a real strong communicator. You need to start communicating. Or there's some particular subject that needs to be cleared up. Okay. One more card before I wrap this up. One more card of advice for Sagittarius before we wrap this up. Thank you very much. 3 of Clubs. Again, there's this need for communication here. There's some fight and there's some struggle. Yeah. So under the surface, this is the picture I'm getting. Under the surface of all this fantastic abundance and things that you're rebuilding with these aces, I think there's a little bit of struggle in the relationship. Especially if you're in a long-term relationship. Now, if you're not in a relationship, I really do think this is about you desiring closeness with somebody. So either way, in relationship or not, there's some kind of struggle. The desire to be close to somebody, Jack of Hearts, opening your heart up. And if you're in relationship, there's a need for communication. And there's a little bit of struggle under the surface here. And again, coming back to this desire for closeness. So whether you're with somebody or not, there's a desire for closeness, okay? I'm seeing there's a void. Or something that's just starting to become a problem. Let's put it that way. It may not be this huge thing at the moment. That's, I think, problems start that way. They start small and they get bigger. So, I'll be very interested to see your next reading if it picks up where this left off. But I think I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. If you want to see when the next video comes out, make sure you subscribe and hit notifications, or at least save my video so that you will find my channel again. You can just check back in with me, okay? Until then, take care, Saggy.